Hey guys, so yesterday I was taking you through my composing of 1M28. Now I finished the cue and I sent it off to the director, but I want to just take you through the whole thing and show you what I've done with the first kind of ideas I've shown you yesterday. Yeah, I'll have to wait what the director says, but nevertheless, let's do a bit of an analysis and I show you what my thoughts are. Cool, so that's the first part. She waits there and I want to give Arthur the chance to scream and to shout. So it's a bit less hectic, yet still tension. And here I'm doing shorts. The strings, they're all going to be recorded. And the shorts is kind of a motif that is on F minor. I was worried that this last cue is a bit too string heavy and maybe a little bit out of context. But in this horror movie, like this is the scene where it kind of reveals everything. Like as I was reading the director's notes yesterday, like it's all becoming real. The horror is real to her now. It's not just in her head, and the ghost might not be real. It's like all is real, and kind of she's in the middle of the horror. That's why I'm gonna go all out with the strings, and I'm basing this on, again, F minor here on this. Players to play this all like very rough and raw and close mic'd, etc. Assuming the director likes it. And then I have some trills and trems, kind of decorating around it. And then the next section here is on C, so a fifth up. And then that's D flat minor major 7, kind of just this motif here. Then stopping there, using Saucony harmonics, bring in my tempora stretched sound, which I bring in here and there just to create this ambient. Is kind of I see it almost as like the breathing of the house. And then I'm using Phobos, this kind of panic sound down here, I call it. Homa is using it as well. Homa has discovered it and said we should use it, and I quite liked the idea. So that's here, that's kind of her panic, and that gets then a little more intense in the end, you will see. Then tremolos coming in. And again, my steel drum rolls down here, which is a reoccurring kind of sound as well, whenever there is a bit of danger. Going a semitone up, trying to do that in a subtle way. So when she gets up, have a listen. And then always, so I do this thing and then I leave almost like half a bar or so empty, so to kind of process the shock. So you like get shocked and then you run, kind of thing. And I'm doing the same kind of the same riff, the same motif, but a semitone up this time. Just the modulation there. It works quite nicely for me, I feel. And here again the tempora box, the breathing of the house, of the ghost. And then Christian's triple felt piano, but only using the pads. I've processed it quite heavily here with some filters and pedal board stuff, and quite lazy just using the Logic sounds or the Logic plugins. But it's only a minor thing to add to the atmosphere. This is my stretched steel pan hit. This one is kind of a ghostly breath. And then I think quite naturally, I don't want to enhance it too much. I think the picture already shows like, oh, does he grab her or does he not, you know? So I think bringing too much attention, it's already tension in the music, I feel. And then as soon as she grabs the key, I'm hitting it again, and I'm continuing with my usual motif. So and there I wasn't quite sure where to stop it. Shall I stop it where the ghost comes out of the door, or when the ghost touches her, or so I had a few different points, but in the end I decided that only to stop when the camera is on her, that she's like, and it's like, oh my god, it's actually there, the ghost, and she can't quite believe it, and we hold our breaths. And also if you watch here, the camera, like the cuts are really quick, so I thought if I stop it, it kind of looks strange. Here.
It's all over. I'll tell everyone what your dad did to you. You don't have to hide here anymore. It's you.
And that's the realization with that hit, when she sees herself on this picture. And here, just to have this creepy kind of atmosphere, I have, of course, the tempora stretched sounds, and then I have this effect here. It's like these kind of picks, and I used that in a scene before already, and David said like he really liked it, so he asked for like some unearthly sounds. I got some of the Spitfire gang from downstairs up here, and set up a microphone, and around it, we gathered around it, and I just said to scream and shout, and you know, like kind of as if you were horrified. And then this came up, and I put, of course, a lot of reverb on it. It's quite cool. I need to mix it a little better. It's not the best mix. I'm kind of swapping rigs and speakers a lot just recently, so it's kind of the mix. It throws off the mix, but shouldn't be an excuse. It's got to be good in the end. But yeah, this is kind of what we came up with.
What your dad did to you.
Just very subtle and low in the mix to create a bit of uneasiness. And then here, the Phobos Atmos panic starts. Getting more and more tense. I think I need to work on a cutoff there in the ends a little bit, but that's kind of the idea. So here I'm creating this rising, panicky sound. And I love it. It makes you feel really uncomfortable. And then I've got more screams here, drenched in reverb. And then there we'll have the opening theme kind of playing, and the closing theme when she meets her mother, and kind of it reveals everything that, she is actually the ghost. So yeah, that's it. I'll update you what the director says, and thank you very much for listening and watching. Take care. Bye bye.